More fun stuff with the ARC-7. So, in the first video, I said it was more like an introduction. We didn't really do much work, but this is where it all starts now, basically. So, what we're going to do essentially is fix the clutch, right? So remember I told you the cylinder blew out because the lever wasn't positioned correctly. So first thing we'll do is we'll go in there and remove the clutch, the slave cylinder, get that out of the way for now, and then I'll go in there and basically pop the clutch lever and throw-out bearing into the clutch. So that way it should actually work. And then once I can confirm that's in there, we install the slave cylinder and we'll inspect it first, make sure it's not whacked now. I think it should be okay. Put that back in there, and then we'll bleed it, and then we'll see if we have a clutch. So, yeah, let's do this. All right, so this is kind of where we're at from last time. As you can see, most of our work tonight will be down here in the engine bay. I think you can see it right now. But from the last video, if you recall, you can kind of see right in the middle, you can see the slave cylinder. So I'm going to get something, take that out, and then get something in there to pull the lever. It needs to go, as far as the orientation of this video, it needs to go to the right to push it into the lever and the throttle bearing to the clutch. So, yeah, before we jump into that, some of you might have some questions about basically this car. It is a 94 ARC-7. I bought it, like I said, about a year ago. Trying to do some things here and there. Got really excited, got the engine, threw the engine in there, didn't clean the engine bay. So I recommend you do that. Don't get all excited like I did. So cleaning the engine bay isn't going to make or break the performance of the car, but I'm also going to make the outside of the car look very pretty. So it'd be nice, with the hood, the inside is pretty. I'll clean it up, don't get me wrong. This is just dust, but if I had to do it again, I would really spend the time to detail everything. Just get some degreaser, spray it out, clean stuff by hand, do what you got to do. But hey, it is what it is. At least the engine looks pretty. So anyway, as you probably have noticed, we're doing a single turbo conversion. Yeah. So overall, the car is in pretty good shape. I will, of course, when I get it running, want to polish it up and stuff. But it has some things. I found a couple scratches here and there, so it's going to get repainted or resprayed. And I'm contemplating if I want to do any real, body work to it. It is missing a front splitter. I thought about doing a 99 nose, maybe some skirts, stuff like that. So if I'm going to do all that, I might as well wait to get that before I respray it. But in the meantime, it'll look pretty decent. I have two hoods I can do. I traded a guy, had an extra engine harness for a hood, so I got a factory hood. And then it came with, you'll see it later, it came with the fiberglass hood with those things. So I probably have to use that because, as you can see, there's no hood latch release here. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I think I need to add that to the list, actually. All right, so let's get to this. So the first thing we're going to do is take out the slave cylinder from underneath the car. And to do that, basically it's just two 12mm bolts. So you just need a basic socket wrench and so forth. So let me get some lighting going on here. Now, if you're unsure about, working on cars, or you are mechanically inclined, you just don't have a lot of the knowledge. You know, when it comes to like the tuning and all this stuff, yes, you must know what you're doing, right? But mechanical stuff, you know, taking stuff in and out, it's you can't really mess it up. I mean, I wouldn't recommend just, you know, rebuilding the block without any real knowledge or support or resources. But like I said, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this. I think you do have to be to tune it, but that's what the professionals are for, right?
As you can see, the ratchet's magically suspended there. Huh. I swore I just put this hand tight, but I guess I didn't. Some of you may or may not know there's like a starter hack, I guess, if you will. It involves taking the RX-8 internals and then swapping them out and putting them into the RX-7 shell. And I guess that it's a more powerful starter. It has higher RPMs when it turns the flywheel, and results in an easier time starting the car. Alright, so there is the slave cylinder. It is out, as you can see. In case you're wondering what it looks like, that's what it looks like. Alright, so the next thing we'll do is we'll get that clutch lever from the top and use like a crowbar, pry bar, and then we'll see if we can get that pushed back and get it engaged. A couple things here. One, I'm really close to taking my phone and throwing it across the garage into a wall because it keeps like turning off, making for bad times. The other thing is, it would just been really impossible to get this in with one hand. So basically, I got it lined up there, got it in. So the only thing we're going to look at here is after I get this bolt in here, just to kind of hold it in place, is I need to verify on the top, if possible, that the tip of the slave cylinder piston is in the groove of the clutch. So it should, there's a little basically indentation in that lever. You need to make sure that that's in there, because if not, it'll just do what it did before, even worse, and just kind of bypass and not do anything. So I think it's a little more shaky. So now we'll go on top just to make sure that it's lined up.
The slave cylinder is where it's supposed to be. That tube piping is kind of going across there. But I can see with pretty good certainty, boom, you can sort of see, trying to get you guys the angle. Yeah, you can sort of see the tip engaged there. Alright, so as you can see, things got pretty crazy down there. I have grease on my nose now. So anyway, I got the slave cylinder hooked up. I secured both top and bottom, so it looks good. Anyway, let's see. I've never had any tension on
this clutch before. And after being in here now looking at these wires, this looks like this should be fun as well. Here we go. Let's see if I have something. I have nothing. So I'm going to say that there is a lot of air in here because it ain't doing shit. Pretty sure that's not normal. Alright, let's bleed it. Okay, so to bleed this, we'll simply take this off here. Get the lid off. It's pretty low. As you can see, I think it's down to the minimum mark. You will, of course, pump this, but what the idea is you fill this up with brake fluid. Okay. And I have some in here. You can hear. And the idea is, with bleeding, like brakes per se, is that you'll never run out of fluid because it will draw, it'll pressurize the system and it draws the fluid in. So if you ever, you'll never run out of fluid basically and introduce air into the system. That's the whole point of bleeding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump this up now and just kind of see if it'll hold pressure. And I'm going to just do maybe like 5 psi. Just like a little hose. And then the hose goes on the back. You just gotta push it on there. It's a pain in the ass, depends how new the hose is. I bought this handy dandy little kit. It's supposed to be the one-man bleeder. But really it's just a container with a hose on it. And but it's cool because it's magnetic. So it just kind of hangs out there by magnets. And I'll just crack it. There we go. So we're looking for fluid and air. There's lots of air coming out now. Not sure if you can see it. It's coming out. This is pretty riveting stuff, guys. Okay, now we're seeing fluid. Not seeing any more air. I'd say that's probably good. We should technically be able to get some resistance now. Let's see. There we go. Aha! We got something, guys. It is a very deep clutch right now, so we have to push forward and then it sort of engages. So I want to say put a little more air in there. Well, I took off the brake bleeder. I basically took out as much air as I could out of the system. So I don't think there's really, I mean, the clutch still feels a little low. So it might just be air. Might just have to work it a little bit. Actually, it's getting better. It's actually coming up now. Yeah. Yes, I can do this all day. It's supposed to be an ACT clutch. I'm not sure, like stage whatever. So it's a little hard. Yeah, I can definitely feel it pulling out. All right. Well, I think that is a success. We have, to recap, gone through a lot of stress with this stupid camera phone. Don't suggest that. If you guys want to make a video series or a video at all, don't use your phone. It's not very helpful. It's bad times. And then my phone's wigging out, turning off every, I don't know how many minutes, getting hot. I don't know. I guess I figured out. So, next episode, I will definitely use the GoPro, or at least just get some help. Yeah, I can check this off the list now, and we have a clutch all day, just clutching all day. So all we need to do now is finish everything else. All right. Well, thanks for sticking in there. They will get better. Hey, since we're in here, I can give you a little glimpse of the ARC-7 interior. It came with these Pro Comp boost gauge, so I'll probably keep that. This is a fuel mixture. It is not it's not the best. So I need to get the wide band. Basically, this is not a wide band. So everyone's telling me you need the wide band. And then this is some hokey fuel pressure gauge that is fitted to some hokey thing. So this will probably have to go. I'll probably end up doing is getting rid of this gauge cluster here, and then I'll probably put either a 3 up here or maybe this down here. So there's another gauge down here. I don't know. We'll see. I do like the pods. They're kind of cool, but I mean, I could see them getting in my way as I'm steering, and I don't need to know my boost pressure that intimately all the time. So we'll see. As you can see, there's the FC. This is what I was doing. I was telling you guys about this short shifter kit. I have no idea what brand this is, but the bolts are too short, hardware's too short to actually fit in there, so I have to source that. Then I found this. I think this is a turbo timer. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that's it. So, to the next episode. Thanks for watching.